today we have Sean Ferguson from the Music Library, who's doing a program called Reading Lyrics, Trifles from Tin Pan Alley. Welcome.
Thanks. I did a similar set of readings back in January, and at the suggestion of Ruth Seska, who's one of the staff members who helps to organize this session. So I'd like to thank her for the idea of just reading lyrics from songs as poetry, more or less, and especially some humorous ones. So for today, I decided to focus on 3 authors. First one is Steve Allen, who some of you may know. He was the very first host of The Tonight Show on NBC back in the 50s, and then went on to a very long career as a TV host, involved in all aspects of show business, but also wrote literally thousands of songs and theme music for various singers and shows and musical productions and so forth. And so he's published this collection of just 100 of his lyrics, with a little bit of commentary about each one. And the first thing I'm going to read is actually the opening item in the book, which is not a song lyric per se, but it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek tribute to some of the golden age of songwriting cliches, shall we say. And it's in the form of a courtroom question and answer with the songwriter on the stand. It's called A Songwriter Takes the Stand. So it's basically alternating between the attorney and the songwriter. You are a songwriter? Either that or a tunesmith. Try to make your answers direct. Do you write words or music? Lyrics. What do you write most of your songs about? Love. Where do you get your inspiration? From a voice. What kind of voice? A voice within me. Does this voice tell you such things as when you will meet your love? Yes. And when will you? On a night in June. Where? Under the moon. Will you recognize your love immediately? Right from the start. What will you notice first about your love? Will you, like other men, look first at her ankles or her trim waist? No, I will notice her eyes. What color will her eyes be? Blue. Why? Rhymes with you and true. How will you address your love? I'll call her baby. Why? Rhymes with maybe. What kind of a girl will you consider her? The only girl. For whom? For me. Do you consider that this relationship will be one of many? No, sir. Then how long will it last? Always. What if the girl is interested in another man? You mean someone else? Precisely. How will you feel? Blue. In that case, will your subjective emotional state relate itself to any objective climatic conditions? Yes, indeed. Take the skies, for example. What will the skies be? They will be cloudy and gray. What will you do with yourself if the skies become cloudy and gray? I will sit in my room. What kind of room is it? A lonely room. Don't you songwriters ever live in apartments or houses? No, sir, only rooms. Well then, where will you make your residence after you marry? We'll build. What will you build? A little nest. How large is a nest? A little nest just meant for two. In the event you do get married, who will perform the ceremony? Parson Brown. But if you were Jewish or Catholic, it makes no difference. All wedding services are performed by Parson Brown. But we're putting the cart before the horse to get back to your love, my true love. Limit your replies to direct answers, please. How can you be so sure you'll find such a woman? I just know that I'll find her. When? Someday. Maybe Tuesday will be my good news day. How do you know? Somehow, I feel it. Where? Way down deep inside. All right, now suppose you offer this imaginary woman your love. How will you go about it? I'll take her into my arms. You will take her what into your arms? I will take all her charms into my arms. And how will she respond? She will respond with her lips divine. What will she do with them? She will press them close to mine. What will be the initial result of this happy circumstance? Gray skies will turn to blue. And what will you be? Happy again. Next witness. And now for a few actual song lyrics by Steve Allen. This first one is called I Hate New York. And he's basically commenting on the dichotomy of love-hate relationship with a huge city, I think. Laugh it up, folks. These are the jokes. Our city is falling apart. You kick it around now that it's down. I haven't got the heart. Oh, I know that there's plenty that's wrong, but why do I still feel that old thrill at any old familiar New York song? I hate New York. Except for Broadway opening nights, the magic of those twinkling lights, the garden, and those crazy fights. I hate New York. I hate New York. Except for Sundays in the park, the Hudson River in the dark, the way you call me on a lark. I hate New York. That skyline still does me in. Even Mr. Kempton's byline makes me know what state I'm in. I hate this town, except for bike rides in the sun. Lunch with the bunch at 21, and a small cafe when day is done. I've panned it. Can't stand it. I hate New York. And here is an ode to shopping. Stop me before I shop again. Stop me, because I'm getting that urge to splurge. Calling Marcus, calling Neiman, and all able-bodied seamen. No matter what I see, I covet. I need it. I love it. I confess that, yes, I want it, and I've simply got to flaunt it. I'll take it in or I'll enlarge it, whether I pay cash or charge it. So stop me before I shop again. If I see there's a sale anywhere in the whole blooming dale, if I see they're lowering prices, right away I recall what my vice is. If I see that the prices are slashed, I recall where my money is stashed. Only time when I'm really alive is when reeling through Beverly Drive. Lady, tell the truth, haven't you gone insane on 7th Avenue? Somebody call a copper. You've got to stop this shopper. Yes, stop me before I shop again. If I see those Sunday pages, my reaction is outrageous. When I read the bargain sections, I run off in all directions. But self-control, I'm unequal to the task. That's why I ask, stop me before I shop again. When the madness strikes and I first begin to feel it, and I know I'll either purchase it or steal it. I don't know where I'll be when I yield. Though I'm partial to Marshall and his field. I know it sounds stupid and dumb, but I've found that I'm bound to succumb. Please contradict me. You must prevent me. Otherwise, I may tell them all you sent me. Apprehend me, don't defend me. You security guards, please surround me. I won't be hateful. Merely grateful that you found me. Now, if the sale is referred to as a clearance, somehow it changes my appearance. I'm degraded, demeaned, when I act like a fiend. I can't control the amount that I charge to my account. Yet there's a sadness to this madness, even badness. I readily confess. When they cut prices by half, you may scoff, you may laugh, but I've simply got to have that dress. When they tell me it's the latest, well, by me, that means the greatest. Though the merchandise is shoddy, I would gladly sell my body, and my will is much too frail to desist or resist a bargain sale. So stop me. Go ahead and pop me. Stop me before I shop again. A few references to department stores that sadly no longer exist in that one. I think they're all Macy's now. And the last one I was going to read from Mr. Allen is just a little sort of satire on a little French ballad song called In a Little Dumb Cafe. In a little dumb cafe, that's where I found you. There were losers all around you that rainy day. You borrowed my umbrella and gave it to another fella. But he was big and I was yellow, so what the hey? In a dumb little cafe where the prices were outrageous and young kids lied about their ages just to get a drink. You were sitting at the bar and I could tell you'd gone too far by the way you fell. I knew 'twas time to walk away from that little dumb cafe. He says that's a satire on a particular kind of cabaret number associated with European entertainment. So that's Mr. Allen.